You do not need a huge website to make a lot of money online. In fact, tiny websites might be the biggest opportunity right now. We're going to go over 3 steps in this video and then 15 different things. We're going to use Google. We're going to go over websites. We're going to go over different services that you can consider. We're going to go over ChatGPT, what it has to say about this, and we're going to use Google Keyword Planner. All of this has to do with what? How to build a tiny website. Tiny, so it doesn't have to be huge. You do not have to put a lot of effort into this, and then we're going to still have a huge opportunity. In fact, I have over 50 of these websites myself. Now, before we move on, let's talk about the goal here. At least, why did I create 50 of these websites? What's the whole point? And it's to have passive revenue, a passive revenue source. In other words, I can wake up every single day and make money without doing too much. It's an automated system when you do it right. And the leads lead to more revenue. You're going to see what I mean there. That's kind of mysterious. How do the leads, right? Leads, what does that even mean? Lead to more revenue. So these websites, they lead to more revenue. It's like a snowball effect. So number one, what I want to do is come over to ChatGPT. I'm going to show you this. What are low volume, high value local business keywords that probably don't have map pack representation in the trades? I like things that a consumer needs something that they most likely do not want and need to call someone to get it taken care of ASAP. Which leads us perfectly into step 1, which is pick your industry. So check it out. If I come back here to ChatGPT, emergency or one-time services that have high intent, weak SEO competition. That means that these terms, if someone types it into Google, there are not that many businesses targeting it, right? It means that we can rank pretty easy. You have things like sewage backup cleanup. You know, I don't want to do that myself, but if I can provide a company a lead for that and they pay me $200 for that lead, $100 for that lead, that's a good thing, right? Coming down here, you can kind of pause the video and see, but what I would key in on right here is estimated value. In other words, if someone does this service, they can make upwards of $5,000 gross, right? That means there's enough, meat on the bone for them to kick us some money for a lead. You think of Angie's List, you think of Home Advisor. What we are creating here is like a mini Home Advisor. Now, step 2 is to build your websites. Now, I'm not going to build 1 website or 2 websites. I'm going to build 5 to 10 websites in a particular industry. In other words, if I come over here and I see an opportunity, right, with this niche right here, and I say to myself, okay, I know I can make this happen. I'm going to build 5 to 10 websites. And what we're going to use to build those websites is Hostinger, who's today's sponsor of the video. Hostinger is key. Why? Because they have WordPress, easy WordPress plans. I use WordPress almost exclusively for all my websites because it's easy. You can clone them. It's just scalable, right? So they have 3 options: premium, business, cloud, startup. What I go with is business. Why? You're going to see in a second. You can get 50 websites for $4 a month. That's crazy. On top of that, let's come down. 2 things I want to key in on: free one-click WordPress installation. That's important. You click a button, you have a WordPress build out. I like it. And then this one right here, AI website builder for WordPress. Now, scrolling back up here, we're going to choose our plan. Click this button, and then you're going to choose your period, right? So do we have 48 months, 24, 12? You get a huge discount with 48 months. Let's go with that. Come down here, you'll see all these things that you are going to get for free, right? You're going to pay 48 months plan, $191, but click right here, have a coupon code, click Jesse10, apply. You are going to see this go down. $172 for how many? For 4 years. Click continue. Now, this is what the dashboard looks like when you get in here, right? I'm going to show you how easy this is. So come over to websites list to the left and click add website. What I'm going to do, you have a few options, but let's click WordPress right here. You're going to have admin credentials, and this is for your WordPress account, right? You can put your password, your email, click next. And then you have 2 options. For this video, let's create a website with AI. You can also do pre-built websites and themes. If you're going to do that, you have access to really good themes, but I want to use the AI one, so we're going to hit next. Now, Hostinger will give you 1 free domain. We're not going to use it. We're going to click down here, use temporary domain. And then we're met with this. This is when the AI starts to do its thing. So tell us about your website. I want my brand name to be very, very, very specific. It's always going to be the 2. The service plus the area. You have to do it this way if you want to rank easier on Google. I mean, you can do anything you want, but this is what I found to be successful. So the service we're going to go after is right here, and the area I want to target. Now, remember I said I want 5 to 10 different websites. What is the difference? The difference is always going to be the area, right? The website's going to be built out similar for this service regardless, but the area is going to change. In other words, if you look at a map, I want representation on my websites all over the place. choice. So if someone types in this service, I show up. So the business or the website type is going to be business and services. And then we need a description. Remember, the AI is going to give us this. So I'm going to come down here, right? I'm just going to click this button. You're going to see what I asked. Create a quick description for my website on this that I can provide to Hostinger for an AI website description optimized for SEO. So I'm just going to take this right here, right? It just gave us the description, put it here, and then hit create. And there you go. With a click of the button, we have a website, and it's a good foundation for us to build on, right? It's not going to be perfect, but my goodness, you can do this in 2 seconds, right? Services, we have this service, and because it's AI, it knows that, oh, this is probably a good term, this is probably a good term, and this is as well. Now, because it's a WordPress build out, right? It looks nice right now, but what we can do is go in there and edit the website. Coming back to our master sheet, let's remember tiny websites. These can be tiny websites. They don't have to be huge. They just need to target specific keywords, right? That is the goal here. So step number 3 is to optimize the darn thing. So step number 3, optimize. I have 15 different things we're going to go over very, very quickly. You can pause the video. You can rewind the video. I'm going to have really good resources throughout. So consistent NAP citations is something you need. You need exact name, address, and phone number across every directory and social profile. If you don't know what that is, I'll have a link here. Local SEO bundles that deliver real ROI. This is something that I provide at my firm. One simple package, one flat price. So what you're going to get here, the local authority bundle. So if there's a local business owner watching this video and you want to rank higher in Google, or if you're going to create one of these websites or 10 of these websites, what you need to do is optimize, right? So this gives you a PR, so press release distribution, citations, and backlinks, or one DR30 plus blog link, a backlink. And the whole point is here, you need to signal to Google that you are a strong website. Now, number 2, primary category optimization. So Google business profiles. You've all seen it. If we come over here, we come to Google and we scroll down, right? And we look here, this is a Google business profile right here. You need to optimize the primary category to focus on the highest volume, the highest ROI your business has. In other words, you have an option to do like 30 different categories, but your primary category right there, primary category optimization is highly important. And number 3 is service area landing pages. This is when you're going to go to the website that you create over here and build out specific pages on the website that target different locations. I have another video I'll have in the description that will kind of teach you how to do that, but very, very important, maybe number 1 most important thing for a website. Schema markup, very technical, very powerful. On-page EEAT signals, if you have LinkedIn, if you have these type of things, great. Internal link hubs, basically when you create this website, you need it all to link together logically, so you appease Google's algorithm, right? This isn't rocket science. It's a lot of words, but when you see how it's done, it's not too hard. Okay, this is a fun one. Unique geotagged imagery. So inherently a real business, right? You could say, quote unquote, a real business is going to be able to, the owner is going to have their iPhone, be able to take a photo. Did you know a photo has EXIF data? Basically, it tells the algorithm where the photos were taken. Then you upload those photos to Google Business Profile. Okay, review velocity. This is icing on the cake. You don't necessarily need reviews to rank on Google, especially for a local business that has low competition, right? But if you can do it, it's icing on the cake. It's a cherry on top, right? A steady stream of 4 to 5 star reviews with keyword-rich language. Love it. Reply to each and every one of them. If you don't, you're just being lazy. That's bad. Hyper-local backlinks, sponsor youth events, local chambers, or charities. Listen, if you're a real business and you have a business and you're not doing this already, it's like the biggest ROI for your money. Why wouldn't you do this? It's a local, hyper-local backlink. Now, there's a few more things that we could talk about, but I'm just going to scroll like this. You can pause the video. Listen, the whole goal here is to create a website that gets the leads from your local area, any local area, and then you sell those leads to local businesses, right? The tools to do it, very, very easy. You can use Hostinger to create a website like this, optimize it, right? You can use packages like this to boost your website, and this works for local businesses, by the way. If you already have a website and you want to rank higher, this is a really easy way to start on that path. And then we didn't talk about it much, but you can use Google Keyword Planner to verify the niche that you want to attack. So all of that combined, you can have assets. You can have like miniature home advisor assets where you are selling leads to companies in your local area.